Okay, so I talked about posting more content on YouTube, and I guess we're going to start today by looking at old business cards. I don't want to say I'm a pack rat, but I have a hard time getting rid of stuff. Stuff that particularly I think can't be replaced. Every time we move, I get rid of several boxes of stuff, and yet there's still more stuff. Part of that is because I have weird things like this. This is a, I don't know if it's real leather or not, it's a business card holder. With business cards, I've had this thing since I was 18 years old. I think I got it from my dad. I just took it from my dad. Part of the reason why I haven't gotten rid of it is because there's business cards in here pretty much coming from going back to, it looks like, yeah, when I was 18 or 19, up through maybe when I was about 30, of business cards I collected over the years from people I've done business with, worked for, worked with. I'm sure all the contact information's out of date. I'm sure, I mean, some of these people are probably dead. Actually, I know for a fact some of them are dead, which is really sad and a topic for a different time. It's an interesting thing anyway, because one, there's a lot of stuff in here I designed, and two, I have a bad memory. And there's a lot of things in my life I've forgotten, and it's actually a pretty good reminder of, like, things that happened in my life and people that I've come across who I may not need to talk to right now, but there may be people that I might need to remember for, I don't know, a documentary I'm working on, or if I ever need to do an interview on something that took place during that time. I have this reference, and that's pretty cool. So these are in like plastic sleeves, so I'm afraid that when I pull out some of this stuff, they're just gonna crumble. But I don't know. Let's try anyway. Let's see if I can get any of them out of here. Here's one. The Alamo Rehearsal Studios. So the Alamo is a building shaped like the famous Alamo in Texas that is still in downtown Las Vegas. My old band, Rain, used to rehearse there. They're monthly rentals, pretty cheap at the time. This was back in the mid-90s. I think we were paying like less than $300 a month. Totally not soundproofed at all. It's literally just a collection of rooms with like regular drywall, regular doors, but there's something charming about it. The other awful thing about the Alamo is that the entire rehearsal studio collection is on the second floor of the building. The first floor is, I think, like an auto garage or something. It's on the second floor of the building, and you have to go up this big ass flight of steps to get there. There's no elevators. So yeah, if you have like gigs and you need to bring your equipment up and down, you're dragging your amps and everything up and down the stairs every time you have a gig. That is the downside to the Alamo, but that's also why it's so cheap, and I think it actually still is that cheap. Here's a few from the mid-90s. We've got, what is this? Liquid 303 and Omniscient Productions. I was kind of involved in the underground club / rave scene in the mid to late 90s. I did some design work for a few parties. I used to cover underground stuff for a website called LasVegasLocalMusicScene.com. It's actually the local LasVegasLocalMusicScene.com gig that was unpaid that actually probably started my journalistic career on a professional level. That and my freelancing for the Las Vegas City Life. Those two things basically directly led to me getting a full-time job at Vegas.com, producing online content for them, which then pretty much directly led me to my first editorial gig, editing Racket Magazine. I used to do a lot of parties back in the day that happened like in the back of bars or at dance studios after hours or in the middle of the desert. You know, back when raves were raves and people actually did them. Last business card for the day. This is blackvegas.com. So I used to work at Kinko's, which that's a topic for a whole nother video blog. There was a guy I worked with there named John Harrison. John Harrison was I guess middle-aged black guy who started this website called blackvegas.com. And he was doing that on the side the same time I was working there and doing freelance writing on the side. I think I did a story in the City Life about his website, and he built it up to be a pretty reputable resource for, I guess, African American culture and news and entertainment in Las Vegas. I haven't talked to John in years. I mean, this was, you know, I worked at Kinko's in my 20s. He was kind of a kindred spirit, really interesting guy. I should look them up. Anyway, that's my tour. That's my short tour of the leather-bound business card holder. If you ever wanna, if you thought that this was at all interesting and you want to see more, I will be happy to share more with you. I think there's like a lot of stories in here, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. I might be coming back to this at a future date. So if there's anything else you want to hear about, you let me know in the comments, or shoot me a message, or do whatever it is you need me to do. All right, thanks for watching.